everyone, welcome back to my late life lesbian journey. On my channel, I discuss and share my journey and process of going from being married to a man, getting divorced, and coming out as a lesbian. If you would like to follow, please subscribe. For those of you who have, welcome back. And welcome to day 7 of my 12 Days of Christmas Vlogmas. So in my last video, I shared, kind of discussed the topic of family and when to introduce a significant other to family or bring them around for the holidays. And so to stay on sort of the family topic and the holidays and things like that, I thought I would kind of just talk a little bit about being gay and being around family for holidays and things like that. I also just sort of have this as a question for you all. What is that like for you? You know, how is it, you know, being gay and going around and being with family for the holidays? You know, is it something where it's widely accepted? Do you feel uncomfortable? Is it something you just, you know, everybody knows, but like maybe you don't talk about? I just know it probably has to be a little bit different for everybody. And I thought I would just share a little bit about my experiences so far with coming out. And yeah, I'd love to hear from you all what it's like for you around this time of year. So for me and holidays in general, thankfully, you know, as most of you know and what I've talked about, my family has been very accepting of, you know, who I am. And I'm incredibly thankful for that. One of my aunts from like day one, and even some of my aunts and uncles, you know, that when they found out that I was getting divorced and that, you know, part of the reason of that was that I was gay, they just, when I saw them at events or holidays or things like that, they, you know, for the first time after that, and they got to like see me and talk to me, you know, a lot of them just gave me a hug and just said, you know, like they loved me and they just wanted me to be happy. And even one of my aunts noticed, she's like, you know, you just seem just, I don't know if like more you, but she was like, you just seem more happy and at peace and content. And so it was really nice to even hear my family pick up on just sort of like this freeing sensation, you know, freedom, not necessarily freedom, but just like that weight lift, you know, that they could sense that in me, you know, that I was just truly living my truth and just truly being myself. So it was nice to hear from family members, you know, picking up on that. So, since then, like the same aunt, I love her. I'll actually just talk about this past Thanksgiving. You know, I saw them at Thanksgiving and I loved it. Like my family members, some of them will always ask like, oh, am I dating somebody or what's going on? Is life good and all of that? But I love that my aunt stopped and asked me some questions about my life. And as a lot of you know, my family is very Catholic, and this aunt and uncle of mine do a lot of work in the church. And she told me that they were starting sort of like this LGBTQ plus kind of like, I don't know if it's a support group, but she said they were like doing a meeting on it and discussing like ways to make people in the gay and lesbian and, you know, the community feel more welcome and supported. And so she even asked me, she's like, you know, do you mind if I ask you a few questions? And I was like, no, not at all. Like, go ahead. And, you know, she asked me one, if I ever felt, what did she say? If I ever felt, was it excluded? I can't remember the exact word, and I was like, well, I don't ever really feel excluded or anything like that. But I did explain to her that sometimes being around even my family, I sometimes like, and if I were to be like with a significant other or anything, I sometimes get worried about being myself in that scenario. Like I worry about, you know, being like expressing PDA or anything like that with like a girlfriend around them, because I know it's something that they aren't 100% comfortable with. You know, they accept me, but I just know it's something. And so I'm trying to be respectful, yet it's something that kind of bothers me because, you know, I still just want to be myself. And if I was going around family with a guy and, you know, how it was with my ex-husband, I never thought anything of it. You know, I'd hold his hand or give him a quick kiss or something. And I'm like, I want to behave in that same way with my girlfriend, but knowing the background of my family, it's always made me a little guarded to behave in that exact same way. So I shared that with her, and she was so sweet and was just like, well, you know what? like, you be you, you know, that's not going to bother us. You know, we just want you to feel like loved and like you can be yourself. And so it was just very sweet. So I'm personally very thankful for my family. Like, I feel like I still get to be myself. I still get to go and have fun with them, and I do. I feel loved and I feel accepted. And my girlfriend actually met my family at Thanksgiving, and you know, she'll be seeing them again at Christmas. And I'm so thankful to be able to live my life in that way, and you know, include her and have her with me. And it was just nice. Like, I appreciate when my family members ask me questions about it, because to me, when there's questions, it shows curiosity. And with curiosity, there becomes knowledge and more understanding. And so I love when people and like my family will ask me questions to try to get to know and understand better. I think that that's amazing. So that is just some thoughts of mine and how it is for me going around my family at the holidays. And as I said at the beginning of this video, share with me. I'd love to hear from you. What's it like for you? How do you feel? Do you have family members that ask you questions and are curious too? So yeah, I can't wait to read your comments. You can always reach out to me on Instagram too at ECBettis. And stay tuned for my video tomorrow, day 8. I will see you guys then.